morning, students. So today we are going to discuss the last topic in last lesson number 18, which is EDI. So we were discussing about what is EDI and what are all the advantages of EDI, the components of EDI, layers, and we saw the standards, and at last we discussed about the UN framed the standardized standard or protocol for this EDI. So today we will discuss about UN's EDIFACT or EDIFACT. So in 1987, the UN EDIFACT syntax or framed the rules, and it was approved as ISO 9735 standards by the International Organization for Standardization. EDIFACT includes a set of internationally agreed standards, catalogs and guidelines for electronic exchange of structured data between independent computer systems. So we already discussed that the documents have been sent through the buyer and the sender and the buyer's system, individual system. Okay, so that it reduces manual interventions and less error, calculation fast, speeds up the profit level. So you have several advantages. And inside we are going to discuss about the directories. What are the directories inside it? What are the subsets? The structure, how does the structure and how the table will be maintained? And what do you mean by interchange? What do you mean by message, segments, elements and separators? So this is a 5-mark question on the whole. UN write in detail about UN EDIFACT, but you may even ask each and every subtopic. For example, they may ask what is EDIFACT subsets, or you may be asked what is EDIFACT message, or you may ask EDIFACT segment. So like that, each and everything is very important. So you read on the whole UN EDIFACT. So EDIFACT directories is the version of EDIFACT are also called as directories. So this is a 1-mark question, you underline it. The EDIFACT are also called as version of EDIFACT is also called as directories. These EDIFACT directories will be revised twice a year. This is very important. The EDIFACT directories or the version, you may even call it as a version. For example, we do have Windows 7, Windows Ultimate, Windows Professional, Windows XP, Windows 10, 8, 11. So you have versions, right? So this EDIFACT directories will be revised twice in a year. One is on 1st April and another one is on 1st October. Okay. So the directory's name will be like this, D.18b. Okay, so like this your EDIFACT directory's name will be. So this D stands for directory, this dot is a separator. Okay, the dot stands for separator, or it is a decimal point, even you can have it. 18 is the year in which the directory was found. Okay, B is for the second half of the month. For example, if it is D.18a, then it will be considered as the directory is revised on 2018 1st April if it is A here. So now it is B, so it is on 1st October. Excuse me. Then what is EDIFACT subset? Due to the complexity, the branch specific subset of EDIFACT have been developed, and these subset of EDIFACT includes only the functions relevant to specific user group. So this subset is nothing but the protocols will be for specific group who use them. See, for example, they are given a subset name called as CEFIC, right? So this CEFIC subset is only for chemical industry, and then they are given EDIFURN. So this subset or this set of protocols is only for a specific group which is called as furniture industry. and then they are given AD gas, and this is for gas business. The next one is EDIFACT structure. So how does the structure should be? So EDIFACT will be in the form of hierarchical structure. So which means hierarchical means it will be in the form of a tree like structure, whereas you will have top level, starting from top level, and you will go on till the low level. Okay, so that is called as hierarchical structure, and it is referred as an interchange, and lower levels contain multiple messages. So always your lower level will have multiple messages. The message consists of segments. Okay, so segments are nothing but it is a table like form. So structures are nothing but it is a table like form, and you will see in the next unit how does a table look like. Okay, then the next one is segment tables. So in the segment tables in your textbook, there would be a diagram like this, so an image like this. So if you can see this image, you can clearly understand the segments will be in the form of table like structure, and you will have a tag, you will have a tag name, you will have R, which denotes as repetition field. So R is denoted as requirement, and REP denotes as repetition field. Okay, so each and every one has its own meaning. So for first one is segment table lists the message tags. It contains tags, tag names, requirements, designator, and repetition field. The requirement designator may be mandatory, and that will be denoted as M. Okay, so the designator should be mandatory field, and it should be M or C. So C is for condition and M is for mandatory. And here if you can see here, the requirement field there would have been mentioned as, for example, message header, it is mandatory, beginning of the message, it is mandatory, business function, it is C. So C here it is denoted as conditional, on condition. Okay, whereas the M should appear at least once, and C may be used if needed. So this is very very important. So M is mandatory, so in the case it should be used at least once in your EDI, and C is condition on basis. Okay, so it should be used when it is needed. Example, C10 indicates repetition of a segment or group between 0 and 10. Okay, so C10 denotes that the repetition of a segment or group between 0 and 10. So here they have mentioned as how many times it should be repeated. So it should be repeated once. Now if you can see here, the free text, it should be repeated for 5 times. Clear? Then EDI interchange. So we will discuss one by one. The image which is given in your book 18.6, there would have been given an image starting from your highest level to the lowest level. We will discuss it one by one. So the first one is EDI interchange. The interchange is also called as an envelope. So you underline this. This is a 1 mark question. The top level of EDIFACT structure is an interchange. This is also another 1 mark question. The top level of EDIFACT structure is called as interchange, whereas piece of data between your segments. Okay, it starts from UNB and ends with UNZ. This is another 1 mark question. Your interchange, EDIFACT interchange will start with UNB and ends with UNZ. See here you can see it starts from UNA, okay, and it goes on till, sorry, here you can see it, UNB, the interchange header. Okay, so it starts from UNB and it goes on and it ends in UNZ. Clear? So this is the diagram which will be given there. So starting from highest level, so it comes inside, so it comes to interchange and it goes on, it travels the message part, it travels the segment group, that is the table group, and then the simple data elements, and goes to the lowest level. Okay, then what is EDIFACT message? The basic standardization concept of EDIFACT is that there are uniform message typed called as United Nations Standard Message. Okay, since it has been framed by the UNO's generalizations and protocols, so each and every EDIFACT message will have its own uniform type of message delivered. So it's so called subsets. These message types can be specified deeper in their characteristics depending on the sector. So each and every individual sectors will explain or will specify the content of the document even deeper based on their sectors. So message format. So how a message format should be? It should be always have exactly one nickname of 6 uppercase English alphabets. So always your message should consider a nickname with 6 uppercase English alphabet, and this message starts with UNH and ends with UNT. So this is a 1 mark question, underline it, and this is another 1 mark question. Your message format should have a nickname of 6 uppercase English alphabets. Then the service messages. So once the service, if you got the messages, either you should confirm, or if it is error, you should reject a message. Okay, for confirmation you should make use of this control syntax, CONTRL. Okay, so control, it should not be CONTROL, CONTRL. So it checks and confirmation of arrival of the message. And for rejection or any technical error, you should make use of this APERAK, okay, which means technical error message, and you should acknowledge it. Then you have data exchange CREMUL, which is multiple credit advice. Then you have forecast delivery, which is DEL FOR. Then you have booking confirmation, it is IFT MBC. It's enough that just you know the syntax for message arrival. Syntax is control, technical error is APERAK, then data exchange is multiple credit advice is CREMUL, delivery forecast is DEL 4, and booking confirmation is IFT MBC. Then you have EDIFACT segment and elements. So first we'll see segments. It is a subset of message, underline this is a 1 mark question. And then a segment is a 3-character alphanumeric code. It is a 3-character alphanumeric code, whereas your message will have a nickname of 6 characters. Okay, here in segment you will have 3-character alphanumeric code. That is only message will consider only alphabets, and segments will consider only 3 characters with the combination of alphanumeric code. Then these segments are listed in segment tables. Segments may contain one or several related user data elements. Then the next is the elements, data EDIFACT elements. So elements are the piece of actual data. These data elements may be either simple or composite. Then the last one is EDIFACT separators. So you have punctuations included in it. They are apostrophe, plus, colon, question mark, and a dot. Okay, so apostrophe is used for segment terminator, plus sign is used for segment tag and data element separator, colon is used for component data element separator, question mark is used to release a character, and period is used for decimal point. Okay, so this is a very important 5 mark question. Go through it. So each and every unit is important: EDIFACT, interchange, message, segment, element, structures, subsets, and directories. So here your lesson number 18 ends. Thank you, children.